Hello. Can I use mine?
His work. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is wonderful to be together, both to welcome Shabbat and to welcome some furry friends. Gary says I'm too loud. No, not too. Shockingly, we have a difference of opinion. It is wonderful to be together to welcome Shabbat and also to welcome lots of furry friends to celebrate Shabbat with us. As you can see, we are spread. If you want to sit closer or further away, whether you have a dog or not, we tried to set up the chairs accordingly to make everybody comfortable. There is also water and bags out for those who might need if you have a dog with you. We are going to begin our service this evening with Yedid Nefesh on page 636.
Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Mishoch avdecha el ritzonecha, Mishoch avdecha, lai 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 lai, el ritzonecha. Yarut avdecha kemo haya yishtachave lai 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 el mul hadarecha yerav lo yedidotecha Minofet tuf lai 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 v'chol tam.
This reading is not in your book, and I apologize because I realize we don't have a screen out here with the words like we do in the sanctuary. This is written by Alden Salavi. Come, beloved. If you listen, listen. If you listen, you will hear Shabbat descend from her distant place, gently clearing the air of the steady buzz of the mundane, gently inviting you to stillness, or not, gently preparing the space for the arrival of holiness If you listen, listen. If you listen, you will hear the arrival of luminous wonder, a radiance of glory that touches your heart so that love pulses through your veins. The gates of your soul burst open. You run through them, skipping, singing, hurry, beloved. For the time has come to reunite, and tears of surrender, shimmering with the taste of honey, will pour through you like grace from God's ancient well. If you listen, listen, listen. We continue now welcoming the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi on page 138, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat mekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'lithilah Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lekul v'nelcha ki mikor haberacha merosh mekedem nisucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orei kumi ori, 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 shir daberi, kivod Adonai halayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Moi v'shalom ateret bala Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei hamsigula Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Continue on page 145 and then 144. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah B'yamah divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon uv'yamechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala, bagala, uvizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehesh me rabba mevarach, le'olam le'amei amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yit'aleh, v'yit'alal, shemei d'kudisha berichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishaneh itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha havta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadta. Akein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu, Kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratcha, v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Vihem chayenu, li'orech yomeinu, uvahem negei yamam v'layla, negei yamam v'layla, ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת פעם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות בידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
This one is also not in the book. Who is like you, God of mystery and majesty, distant and present, thundering and quiet, the beginning and the end, the atom and the cosmos, the darkness and the light, the one and the all, pillar and foundation, artist of sea and sky, author of the miraculous and the mundane, source of life, blessing and sustaining creation. Who is like you, glorious in holiness, to whom we praise, to whom we give thanks, the God who redeemed us from Egypt, the God who parted the sea, the God to whom Miriam and Moses led us in song.
Bye 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 ya bye bye bim bam ya bye 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 ya bye bye bim bam ya bye 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 ya bye bye bim bam ya bye 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 ya bye bye bim bam mi chamocha b'elim Adonai mi chamocha medar b'kodesh Nora tehilo tosef eleh Nora tehilo tosef eleh Malechutecha ra'uvanecha Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Zeheli hanu v'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Ya bye 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 Ya bye bye bim bam Ya bye 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 Ya bye bye bim bam Ya bye 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 Ya bye bye bim bam Ya bye 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 Ya bye bye bim bam ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וביעלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם שלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'amidenu Shomrenu L'chaim Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'amidenu Shomrenu L'chaim Hamidenu Shomrenu L'chaim.
Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורתם מריד עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
We continue with the Amidah, beginning on page 164. Please rise.
Adonai tzvatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha Adonai tzvatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha Adonai tzvatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Yezrat Tzara, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol HaTorah V'Lohoshia, Morid HaTal, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Sohomech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue on page 173. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency, make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Shock us, Adonai, deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives us the delusions of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. This one is not in the book, written by Carrie Newcomer. 3 gratitudes. Every night before I go to sleep, I say out loud 3 things that I'm grateful for. All the significant, insignificant, extraordinary, ordinary stuff of my life. It's a small practice and humble, and yet I find I sleep better holding what lightens and softens my life ever so briefly at the end of the day. Sunlight and blueberries, good dogs and wool socks, a fine rain, not that one, a good friend, fresh basil and wild phlox, my father's good health, my daughter's new job, the song that always makes me cry, always at the same part, no matter how many times I hear it. Decent coffee at the airport and your quiet breathing. The stories you told me, the frost patterns on the windows, English horns and banjos, wood thrush and June bugs, the smooth, glassy calm of the morning pond, an old coat, a new poem, my library card, and my car that keeps running despite all the miles. And after 3 things, more often than not, I get on a roll and just keep going, keep naming and listing until I lie grinning, blankets pulled up to my chin, awash with the wonder at the sweetness of it all. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot.
Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atah melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atah melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamavorech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
We take a moment for quiet, personal prayer and reflection.
יהיו לרצון אמרפי, יהיו לרצון אמרפי, הגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom bimromah, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imhu, v'imhu,
We continue with Misha Berach. For those who could use some extra healing, it's on page 371. Misha Berach Avotenu v'imotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel v'Leah, hu yavarech et hacholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Jonathan Adamitis, Debbie Albert, Gordon Ammon, Craig Ansier, Ann Batsiola, Allison Appel, Michelle Avela, Rhoda Barr, Neil Bishop, Jason Campbell, Diane Carroll, DeWitt Clinton, Devora Bat Yafa V'Chaim, Phyllis Dorff, Esther Bat Leah V'Gershon, Michael Favreau, Feivel Ben Ruchalea V'Eliyahu, Thea Fladwood, Al Forsyth, Gershom Ben Sarah V'Avraham, Blaine Goldner, David Halstead, Rachel Halstead, Harav Moshe Ben Leah, Chaim Ben Root, Kathy Heilbronner, Beverly Hollander, Bella Roan, Spencer Islow, Dan Kaplan, Cheryl Kelber, Jorge Korganoff, Leah Batcheki Mordechai, David Levy, Lenore Levin, David Levin, Ron Levin, Dan Mears, Matan Zvi ben Chana Yocheved v'Zelig, Michael ben Laura v'Shachar, Miriam bat Devora v'Yaakov, Mirit Shira bat Sasha Leah v'Ozer Chaim, Nachum ben Asher v'Mishka Dubra, Naomi Tamar bat Masha v'Shimon, Robin Paradis Kent, Ann Paddock, Peg Pignole, Santiago Aaron Portillo, Edie Pump, Rachel bat Devora v'Reuven, Rachel bat Esther v'Shmuel, Sunny Raymond, Will Sandler, Sarah bat Chana v'Yosef, Sasha Leah bat Bailarina v'Kisrael, Marilyn Schrader, Marcia Schulman, Gary Shovers, Leon Snap, Bob Teplin, Velvel Benjean ve'Avram, Fred Wine, Linda Wine, Jay Weiss, Jim Wilson, Carol Wolper, Yafa bat Sarah, Yuver ben Ginendel, Zelig ben Yehudit v'Chaim Wolf, and Nadine Zuckerman. And to those names we add Nathan Rusky, Maureen Sullivan, Paul McCreesh, Paul Wagenhofer. Anybody else? Okay. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion, for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and of spirit. May God grant wisdom and insight to those who bring healing. May God grant courage and comfort to those whose struggles continue. As together we say, Amen.
Bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe berach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. It was a bug.
It happens.
The dangers of outdoor services.
It happens. As I put all my things on the chair behind me because I'm used to having a table that's this big. Since the dawn of time, or maybe since domesticated pets, there has been an existential debate around the ideal pet. Not in this space tonight, clearly, but in general, whether it might be a cat, a dog, or perhaps something else. Now, if this disagreement were for a specific purpose, maybe it would have merit. If we were looking for the perfect animal to curl up with on a cold night, or accompany us on a long walk each day, or the right one to model perhaps grace and low-maintenance companionship, maybe we would be able to make a reasoned choice. But if the purpose is simply to argue that I am right and you are wrong, or to prove that we can't possibly get along because I am a dog person and you are a cat person, why start the argument in the first place? Now, in Pirkei Avot, a compilation of advice, ethics, and wisdom from around the 2nd century of the Common Era, we read, "Every dispute that is for the sake of heaven will in the end endure, but one that is not for the sake of heaven will not endure. Which is the controversy for the sake of heaven? The controversy of Hillel and Shammai. And which is the controversy that is not for the sake of heaven? Such was the controversy of Korach and all his congregation." Now, Hillel and Shammai were, reportedly, respectful of one another. and their followers continued to interact and even to marry one another, despite their scholarly disagreements. Furthermore, their debates were on the finer points of Jewish law, always seeking truth in accordance with Torah. Korach, on the other hand, was seeking power and glory to the detriment of everyone around him, most notably Moses and Aaron. Now, this week in Torah, we read Parshat Korach, where we get most of the story of Korach and his rebellion. He leads a group in an uprising against Moses and Aaron, accusing them of being too high and mighty, having too much power. Moses and Aaron challenge Korach and his followers to bring their fire pans before God and see what happens. And later in the portion, God mysteriously causes Aaron's staff to sprout with flowers, while all of the other ones stay simply as a staff, in a divine endorsement of Aaron's priesthood. According to the Midrash, stories about stories in the Torah, Korach challenged Moses not only on leadership, but on points of law. But unlike Hillel and Shammai, Korach's challenges were mean-spirited. Knowing that a talit was commanded to have 4 threads of blue in the fringes, Korach reportedly asked Moses whether, if a talit is fully blue, made from this special dye, does it still need fringes? Moses answered that of course it did, and Korach mocked his answer. Similarly, according to Midrash, Korach pointed out a mezuzah on the doorpost contains 2 passages of Torah. And he asked whether, if you have a room that is a Jewish library full of scriptural passages, does it still need a mezuzah on the doorpost? The sky is blue above me, so I don't know what's falling. We're going to ignore it. Similarly, Moses responded that it sure did. And Korach said mockingly, the whole Torah has 275 sections, and they don't exempt the house from a mezuzah, but the 2 sections in a mezuzah exempt the house? Korach is not asking questions in order to learn more. He's not asking questions to make things better. He is asking questions that try to drag everyone else down with him. His questions seem more at home in the American politics of the last decade than they do in the study hall. Parshat Korach reminds us of the importance and value of communication and respectful disagreement. We all know that we are living in a time when these values have been eroded to such an extent that it feels difficult to imagine regaining them. When we disagree on big issues, we no longer engage. We change the channel, we walk away, we ask questions like Korach's that are meant to shut down conversation, not to open it up wider. I would love to read the version of events where Korach has legitimate concerns and he brings them to Moses, respectfully and appropriately, asking real questions about leadership and attentively listening to the answers, where Korach makes some suggestions and Moses tries them out, where Korach becomes a valued member of a leadership team because of his reasoned thinking, rather than what happens in Torah. Ultimately, Korach and his followers are literally swallowed up by the earth, along with everything that belonged to them. And then a plague sweeps through the Israelite camp and kills some 14,000 people. God seemingly will not abide by threats to Moses' leadership or hollow uprisings with no substance behind them. Instead of asking questions and listening for answers, Korach and his followers mock the leadership and then keep swinging without really pausing for a response. There may never be an answer to the question of the very best pet. because it depends on each one of us, our preferences, our allergies, our needs, our wants, our space, and our time. But when we have discussions about it, we can listen respectfully and see the good in all of God's creatures. May we find a way to do the same with other humans. And so tonight, as we have a number of God's creatures, the furry kind, joining us, we have a special blessing for our pets that can be shared with those who are here and in spirit with those who are not here, with those who are watching online as well. Blessed are you, Adonai, who made every living thing with which the water teems, and every winged bird, the livestock, the creatures that move on the ground, and the wild animals, and called it all good. Thank you for these animals, for their lives that come from you, and for the love and joy that they bring. Please bless these creatures, and let our loving care for them be a reflection of your loving nature. We praise you, God, for all of the beauty in creation, and especially for this expression of your love. And we add the blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shekacha lo be'olamo. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, that such as these are in your world. And together we say, Amen. We are going to continue. We're going to continue, period. And we're going to turn now to Aleinu, which is on page 586 in the middle of the page.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim imal u'shchinatu zo b'kov hei miromi u'Eloheinu heinot Emet malkeinu efet zulato, takatu b'torato, v'yadat hayom v'hashevota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, b'shamayim mima'al, v'yal ha'aretz mitachat ein od.
May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
V'nehemar v'ya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth. Our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We remember the family, friends, and loved ones of our congregation. When you hear the name of your loved one, we invite you to rise. We remember those loved ones of our congregation who have died recently. Claire Commissar, Jack Chernin, Ellen Rachel Levin, and Anne Levin Meyer. We remember those who died this week in years past, whose yahrzeits are remembered this Shabbat. Daniel Burton Albert, Paula Gail Olafson, Lee G. Ellis Albert, Florence M. Barland, Rosalind Bernstein, Robert A. Cohen, Saul Cooper, Min Kaplan, Joseph Deller, Ed Eisenberg, Philip Ettenheim, Reuben Fink, Jenny Fredman, Max Fredman, Henry Freund, Milton F. Gutglass, Armand L. Hankin, Harry Hankin, Julius Jules Hirsch, John Ilian, Maurice J. Kitsis, Lily Lerner, Fanny Levinson, Isabel Beatrice Levin, Margaret Mann, William McCausland, Edith Meldman, Betty Newlander, Hannah Ponce, Miriam Peck, Lillian B. Peerless, Irving Sanderson, Saul Schmidman, Charlotte P. Schulman, Sidney J. Silbar, Helen L. Stahl, David Stein, Jack Stein, Irving E. Swedlow, James Thompson, Manuel Ernesto Torres, Jacob Jack Weiss, Albert Weisskopf, Jack Weinberg, Bertha Worth, Robert Zion, and Leo Zucker. If there are others you are remembering this Shabbat, please rise and share their names with us. Anybody else? Okay. We also remember those who died in the Shoah, whose yahrzeit dates are unknown, those who died defending our beloved Israel, and those innocent people who have been killed in violence around the world. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. We now invite the congregation to join together in the words of Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divara chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayachon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'alam ulamei al-maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal. Shemei dekudasha brichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved, here and everywhere. To which we say, Amen. Please be seated. And I realized very shortly before the service that because Larry set us up beautifully with our regular microphones, that I didn't have one to hand someone to do announcements. And then I got very distracted by greeting all of the dogs. So I am still holding the announcements sheet. So thank you, Rich, for helping lead us in song this evening while the cantor is away. Thank you, Bill Hinden, for accompanying us. Thank you, Bob Brasner, for being in charge of our audio-visual this evening. And Larry Philibaum, as always, we thank you as well for being our sound engineer and also electronic raincoat maker. Thank you to Anne Klein and Rini Cavalar for greeting us this evening. Please return your sidurim to them or the carts on your way that way, ideally that one that's under the awning. We are also, right after the service, going to have candlelighting, kiddush, and motzi, also that way, under yonder awning. We might all fit. It's fine. It's not raining. Anne is going to lead us in candles, kiddush, and motzi. We want to thank... Oh, he left. Yeah? Did Howard leave? Howard doesn't like the rain. It's not raining. Howard Kushner Rosansky, whose photo is in here, he was sitting over here before, who generously sponsored dog treats, which are on the tables on both sides if you still would like. We also have, so thank you, Howard. We also have Frisbees for everybody who is here, whether or not you have a dog to play with it. If each family would like a Frisbee, Andrew is showing them off in the back. Please grab one before you go and enjoy them. We have about 1 million things coming up as usual. This coming Wednesday evening is our annual meeting, which is even more exciting than it sounds, I'm sure. We have ordered even better weather for Wednesday evening. Hopefully it will come just in time. At 6:15, we will have a garden reception, think Oneg, but with no service before it. Outdoors, hopefully. Thank you, Nicole. And then at 7 o'clock Wednesday evening is the annual meeting, where we will get to review the year that has gone by. We will get to see a slideshow of all kinds of events from the last year and also do some looking forward to next year. So please join us for that. We also have on the next 4 Thursdays at 11 o'clock, we have a chair yoga series with Susan Hirsch leading us. So come join us for that. It is chair yoga. It does not require you to get up and move around at all, correct? Okay, option to stay in the chair, option to stand up. It is really about breath work. So all capabilities, abilities are welcome to join for those. It is free. The next 4 Thursdays at 11 a.m. You can come to one, come to all of them. Your choice. We would love to have you. There are lots and lots more things. They are in your service bulletin. Please take your bulletin, read it, put the things in your calendar, and join us. All that said, our closing song this evening is Adon Olam. It is on page 625. I'm going to invite you to please rise and remain standing for a benediction.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ed Nasa, B'chevso Kol, Azai Melech Shemonika, Adon Olam, Bi'acharei Kichlot HaKol, Levado Yimloch Nara, Adon Olam, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu yeh b'tikara Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ed Nasa, B'chevso Kol, Azai Melech Shemonika Adon Olam, V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni, Lehamshilo lehachbira Adon Olam, B'li Reshit, B'li Tachlit, V'lo ha'oz ha'mishra Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ed Nasa, B'chevso Kol, Azai Melech Shemonika Adon Olam, V'hu Eli, V'chai Goali, B'tzur Chevli B'yetzara Adon Olam, V'hu Nisi Umanos Li, Manat Kosi B'yom Ekra Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ed Nasa, B'chevso Kol, Azai Melech Shemonika Adon Olam, V'yado Akid Ruchi, V'yet Tishan V'ya'ira Adon Olam, V'im Ruchi Geviyati, Adon Olam V'lo Ira Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ed Nasa, B'chevso Kol, Azai Melech Shemonika Adon Olam.
The sun is out, just in time. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And we'll have candles, kiddush, and motzi over on this side.
Shabbat Shalom, Bob. Thank you.